Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Wherever you are watching from, I welcome you to this program. Oh, don't have a voice. Do I welcome you to this program. While you are joining us, share the video, invite others to join. Wherever you are watching from, share the video, invite others to join. Of course, we are going to use our language and we are going to use English so that every message will be well understood. Every message must be well understood. Just one moment. One moment. Just want to set everything to be in order. All right. Let us proceed. No need. Tụsalụ m ozi a ma ị na-abata ị na-atụsa dị ozi because anyị chọ izi ozi dị mkpa. Anyị chọrọ izi ozi dị mkpa. Ebe ọ bụla isi wee na-anene anyị tụsa dị ozi. And ịchọọ ịtụsa ozi anụnwa ka ntụsa ị na-atụsa ya baa uru. Ịtụsa ya like ya dị ozi before ịtụsa ya because na ebe just tụsa ozi ma ị like ya enwero onye ga-afụ ya ebe ahụ ịtụsa ya. So ọ dị important ị na-abata ka ị na-atụsa alụmozi ya. Very, very important. For you today, I am going to take a brief time. I know I say that always, but it becomes 2 hours. But this time around, I am going to say it very briefly. Very, very briefly. Because what we have seen is very, very, it is very, very ignorant of some people in this very precarious time. So that's why we need to understand exactly what we are going to be doing. What we are going to be doing. And of course, you can see the title of this message. You can see the title of this message. The title of the message that what they are doing is using Ekperima and Co. to make sure that they keep us busy. And they have done that in the past 2 years. Using Ekperima to keep us busy while they are busy destroying us from within and from outside. That's what they are doing. But it is time now to say, let's move on. Because if you understand exactly what these people have done in the past 2 years, I don't think you are always, you will in fact, you will know that the time we are now is the time to now understand what these people have set up for us. So that is the reason why we are going to start it with, letting you know that they have used Ekperima to keep us busy. Now, if you come to ask yourself, all this while we've been complaining about the issue of Ekperima in Finland, every time we come here, we are talking about the issue of Ekperima in Finland. Now you look at our Biafra land, you will know that everything Ekperima is doing from Finland, it is all about something that affects our people. Now we continue to come and talk about it every time we are talking about it without us, understanding the reason why somebody like this is placed there. And it is very, very plain to see. Very, very simple for anybody that is wise to understand that they are using these people to actually keep us busy. Why? Because what scares Nigeria the most is we being able to go and dig into their closet and bring out that secret that that will be able, that is able to expose their activities out there. That is what scares them the most. But in this situation, they use this guy to keep us busy instead of us digging deep to extract all this secret of these people and bringing it to the public. We are now always trying to cover the track on the mess up of Ekperima. And we have done that well. We have done that well. It is time to move on. Many of you might not understand it, but it is time to move on. Because while you are still busy chasing the decoy that they kept there for you to continue to keep you busy, they will continue to do things that will destroy you, both from outside and both from inside. The reason why you have seen what is going on in Biafra land today, what is going on against Biafrans across Nigeria, you will know that everything they are doing it purposely, knowing that the thing that scares them the most is massive attack and massive defense. That which they keep in their secret, we bring it out, we expose them. And while we are exposing them, we will give them a reason why they should stop sending people into our land to go and take the lives of the innocent in the name of enforcing the law. Now we are able to now show the world how Tinubu and his administration leaked 2023 election. We were not so harsh. We were not so outspoken. We were so, focusing on the issue of this decoy they used in Finland to continue to keep us busy. And I believe that I have said that in several occasions, that this guy is being used to keep us busy. We have defeated this guy. We have defeated him because the primary purpose was to make sure that this guy, the whole world knows that he has nothing to do with the organization led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was the primary purpose. And we have actually achieved such, purpose. But in a situation whereby we have achieved such purpose, it is time for us to focus and know exactly these people who have set him up so that he keeps us busy. We will no longer drive according to their agenda. We will now start driving according to the plans and the purpose of this struggle. Because if you look at the activities of this Nigeria, you will see that ever since they established this guy, they are actually believing that IPOB and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu-led organization and everybody within, we are focusing, using all our energy, fighting their decoy, and at the end of the day, Military in our land, they are destroying our people. Military in our land, destroying our houses. Military in our land, killing innocent, young, vibrant youth. They are establishing formation of armed forces that will continue to destroy our land, just like Ebubago did. And Ebubago did it. Most of Ebubago are going scot-free. But these people took the lives of innocent people without any cause. These people destroyed many villages, many homes. These people displaced some people from their homes in the name of enforcing the law. And we were also, not, given that attention that it deserved. But we were busy fighting the enemy that they have established to destroy us from within, from out there. Now, we have defeated this enemy. And there is no one in this world, except if it's this deaf and dumb person, that will come and say, attribute any activities of this agent in Finland. There is nobody that will attribute his activity on us. We are the peaceful movement, and we continue to be peaceful. And, we continue to do everything that will make us not to be the bad guys. And that's exactly what we have done over the years. And that is exactly what we continue to do. But this time around, we need to do it differently. We must do it differently, because we will continue to do peaceful agitation, but we must do it differently. Why did I say that it is important for us to do it differently? It is because there is a saying in my language that says, egwu na-echenji style, dancing egwu na-echenji beat, egwu na-echenji beat, you need to change your dancing step. You'll be changing your dancing step while the beat of the sound of the song is changing, because they have made it clear to us, not just today, from the day they released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have made it clear that we are nothing. They have made it clear that we are out there, not seen as part of Nigeria, but we are just there as slaves of Nigeria. There was a young man that I heard talking about the way the Lagosians, or the Lagos, so-called Lagos owners, are treating our people. They treat them, from when they map out a very dirty area, a very undeveloped area, they will now put it up for sale in order to attribute the selling to our people, or make our people buy them, develop them, knowing that in few years to come, they will now take it back from them and now map out another place, because they are seeing us as their slaves. But you, as an individual who call yourself an Igbo man, because when you make small money or bagisi, if you say in a hang shoulder, you don't know that in a hang ndogagi shoulder, hana enege hanachi. Fana enege fana amugamu. In a hang shoulder, patago, I jog go no watch in Akisa no 1 million. I jog go no Unisa no 3 million. Ịkpataga ego, ịkpatagide ego, ịkpatakali Elon Musk, ịkpatagide ego, ịkpatakali Bill Gates, ịkpatakali ego, ịkpatakali Rockefeller, ịkpatakali ego, ịkpatakali Oppenheimers, ịkpatakali ego, nna men enwebe efi nna unu akwabe the beans, but onye weta ha na small money on our artisan. we know they carry last. Ndị Igbo, you are a slave to Nigeria. The earlier you understand it, the better for you. And if you know, if you believe that they will serve you in a golden platter, for you to know exactly that you need freedom in that place where you found yourself in such geopolitical location. If you do not understand how much it is important for you to achieve freedom in that place, it is better for you to pay attention, because the time we are here in the we are into right now is a very, very precarious time in our struggle, because it is a ultimate test that we are going to go through. How do we navigate such test? How do we navigate this situation? It is very, very important. If you are not actually involved, you make sure that you become involved. Everybody must pay sacrifice so that something will happen for the good of everybody, for the benefit of everybody. It is not for the benefit of only those in the forefront of this freedom movement. If you look at the trajectories, you should understand that the whole world knows that we exist. The 2 years, the 2 years peaceful agitation, the 2 years defending ourselves, the 2 years making sure we protect the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that 2 years of distancing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's led struggle from the activities of Nigeria decoy, using agent in Finland. It is time now for us to move on, because they have told you several times, do your worst. They have told you several times, do your worst. And now, you don't need to continue to tell people who are still ignorant of the fact that the guy in Finland is not working for them. Anybody who don't get it will never get it. And if you believe that people are not really getting it, believe you me, and you will say no because they are not getting it, let us get stuck in telling them whom the guy is. If you believe people are not getting it, hey, it means that you don't get it. We have distanced ourselves from the activities of this autopilot and their, provocation and destruction against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's name. We have distanced ourselves. It is time now for us to push against those who have sent him, because we have defeated the one that is sent. We now push against those who have sent him, or who had sent him, so that we will defeat them. Because if you don't understand that ever since we started focusing on this agent provocateur that they made available, if you don't understand how your politicians or Hanez and Igbo, all of them are doing as they please. If they think that you are, paying attention, they will come out to tell you, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody like Iwanyang, he will come out and start telling you stories of amalgamation and stories of Biafra. They will continue to do that. You will think they are doing something. All these people, they are in this issue that we have found ourselves into. They are in it together. They benefit, they are reaping it. Those are the exceptionals that these people are going to be using to destroy us and they will be doing it, you will think that they are with you. They are never with you. They will never be with you. You have no representative in the upper echelon. You have nobody. You are on your own. I am on my own. That's why we that are on our own need to gather together to be together in order to actually make sure we drive our struggle, our demand for freedom. We drive it with one, with one voice, and go get to where we are going. All these things, onye asikwa onye asiro. I think it is time that we move on. Because if we can destroy the enemy who sent the decoy, we have defeated all of them. How do we engage? It is very simple. How we engage? It is very simple. It is now important for us to actually wake, will I say, let us revoke that spirit of Ohamadike. Let us revoke the spirit of Ohamadike. Ohamadike said he will destroy Nigeria with the truth. And that is exactly what we need to revoke. We must expose every nook and crannies that Nigeria is keeping their dark secret. And that is the only way we are going to destroy Nigeria, because while we are doing it, we will now show the world the reason why we do not want a military checkpoint in our land. We will show the world the reason why we do not want to be over-policed in our land. We will show the world the reason why we do not want those who are sending their private military into our land in order to destroy our houses, demolish them, in the name that they have found criminal den. They are bombing the criminals from the top. But you cannot bomb terrorists in the north. But you will go to Biafra land, you start bombing everywhere. You will go to Biafra land, mount checkpoint every 100 to 200 kilometers away, 100 to 200 meters away from each other. Why is Biafra land being overpoliced? Why is our people being destroyed in Lagos State? Their properties are being demolished. The marketplace, they are being excluded there. They are destroying their market. Why is our people always the target in Nigeria? Yet, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, and Nigeria call him a criminal, call his act a crime. They actually labeled him, they labeled the movement a crime. Now, Sunday Igboho was a freedom fighter, and the Nigeria government decided to, arrest him after kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. He ran away. He stopped in where is it? Is in the country next to Nigeria. They managed to say they apprehended him there, of which none of you went to check whether they apprehended him. But all the same, we don't want to go, further to that. But the most important thing is that the man is free today. The most important thing is that the man, there are 8 people who was actually taken during the time they took him, that were found in Nigeria, that did not escape. Did you know when they were released? The answer is no. They were released because they were not Igbos. They were not Igbos. They were released. So why do you think they will be released? The other man will not be released. He was released. And this is now being released, announced himself now to make you know we have released him. Can do your worst. We will never release your own. Of course, the reason why they will tell you so, it is because those people who are called your representatives, they are not representing you. They are not representing you. They are just there as image. They are just there as image. And this image they are acting or playing is feeding their pocket to be large. So in so doing, they will never represent you, because if they represent you, believe you me, if they represent you, believe you me, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was not going to be in the DSS solitary confinement. Where are your traditional rulers? They are nowhere to be found, because the same image that was established as those who represent them, that same image is now the one creating traditional rulers. So traditional rulers are just like a rag in the hands of those who call themselves the politicians who rule over Nigeria for the sake of Britain or on behalf of Britain. So, in so doing, have you now seen the reason why? Have you now seen the reason why the strategies must be changed? Have you now seen the reason why it is very, very important that we destroy Nigeria with the truth? Not lie, no propaganda, no war, nothing. We destroy them with the truth. And we make sure we remove every police checkpoint. We don't want them to police us the way they are policing us. We do not want them to police us the way they are policing us. They are over policing us, extorting extorting our people. Now look at it. How many checkpoints? Maybe let me not, let me try to be politically correct. Every like 2 kilometers in our road, there is an army checkpoint. Army checkpoint. If you don't find army, you find custom. If you don't find custom, you find civil defense. If sometimes maybe, I don't know if they have added navy, you will find different armed forces standing on the road in our land. Why? Why are we being policed so much? In a land where there is economic exclusion, in a land where there is lack of social cohesion, in a land where they are marginalized to the core, to the point that they know that there is entrepreneurial spirit in this land, they decided that they will never have a seaport, because every entrepreneur, most things that drive their motivation is being able to access things easily without having to wait, because that's what makes you a very successful entrepreneur. You are able to manufacture your stuff, or you are able to import your stuff, you are able to package it, you are not spending a lot in transportation, you are not spending a lot in packaging, or in all those things. You are very close to every service that you need without spending a lot, which enable you as a beginner in a business to be able to start your business. These are actually these small businesses. That's what makes help them to thrive. Airport that is closer to them, seaport that is closer to them, because importation and exportation, you need the seaport to be around you. Now they place it in Lagos, knowing that they have given you 20 pounds, so that you will now continue to come to look for opportunity in Lagos. When you actually get that opportunity, live in Lagos, whenever they feel like, they will ostracize you from Lagos and tell you that you are nobody, and you will not do anything about it. Maybe the same people that was ostracized yesterday will start looking for a land in a swamp to close again, because these people are actually the reason why Nigeria is still remaining one, because they are in every nook and crannies of that country, and they are not being treated good. And the reason why you are in at every nook and cranny of the country, it is because of the curse of 20 pounds. And now they are telling you that it is, everywhere where you go, if you know find Niger men, if you know find Biafra there, you should go back. Nothing is happening there. And you believe it is it is a blessing. That is a curse to the highest order. If you don't know, better start remembering it now. Because anything that Okwandi Igbo tụrụ inu si na corona amala onye kpa ya. Ịpụtazi sim that na ebe ijele ifuru onye Igbo ha na-eme ọfụma na-emekwe na invest na the land. Isim no blessing. Man no nwere blessing dị asị ebe a mpụtaba. Ife a bụ ọbụbụ ọnụ. And ndị bụrụ anya ọnụ a wụ Britain na Nigeria. And we allowed ourselves. The reason why Fajemia succeed is because there are people from us who is giving them that energy to continue. And those people from us that are giving them that energy to continue. It is about people who are selling us penny, kobo, afu. Those are the people. You see all these millionaires in our land that are whining and dining with the politicians that are destroying us. It is high time they start distancing themselves from politicians. It is high time they start distancing themselves from politicians, because all these bad things that are happening to our people, you will find, just like during the time they were destroying our market, you find e-money whining and dining with this guy who actually orchestrated the destruction of our people. Those things need to be stopped in our land. Those things need to be stopped. If you are whining and dining with those who are destroying the life and livelihood of our people, that means you are also in support of them destroying your life, our life and livelihood. You are enemy to the people, and you need to retract your step. If you are whining and dining with politicians, better do it in your secret. Don't come and show people that the people that are your enemy, the people that you need to vote out, the people that if they give you noodles, if they give you indomie, if they give you macaroni, if they give you anything, you refuse them because you are selling your conscience to them. Just because one millionaire or the one person who call themselves billionaire, they will come and be whining and dining with them. What makes them billionaire? The money that belongs to you and I. They are giving them, because all of them have a role to play. All of them, they have a role to play in the predicament we will find ourselves into. You become enemy to the people when you are actually, whining and dining with the enemy of the people. And these people that you are, these people that have been destroyed, they are your people. That simply means that you are also the enemy to your own people, because these are politicians. They have done nothing. They have never represented us. Everything they represent is about them. So that is the reason why when we begin the exposition, likewise, when this issue of Sunday Igboho was released, we've been believing that they will, because those two people, they didn't commit any crime. Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho, they never committed any crime, but they were taken just because they were stopping the activities of Fulani in Nigeria, which is to terrorize everywhere, which is to make sure that all our bushes is captured. Then one day they will declare state of Islamic State of Nigeria. But these two people stopped it, made sure that Fulanization did not happen, because it was supposed to happen under the regime of the Buhari. And that is the reason why they were so eager to make sure that whether Buhari die or whether Buhari leave, we will make sure Buhari is there. And they made sure that the man was there. But these two people were able to stop it. So it was a big slap and big problem to the faces of this Emi in Kano and this Sultan of Sokoto, all these people who are trying to Fulanize Nigeria. They now made a move, knowing that just like they've been saying in their secret chambers. Just like you will hear from some of their politicians, if we knew we should have given these people money, they will start killing each other. That's exactly what these people are doing with us. That is what they are doing with us. Then, Sunday Boho, the drama was acted. Sunday Boho found himself on the other side of the border. They could not extradition him, but to all the way to Kenya, they were able to go and take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu all the way to Kenya. But the one that is in their border, they could not rendition him. For you to understand the irony of the situation, now they claim he was arrested. Obasanjo went there, he was released under house arrest, and all that. Dude, they have fooled us. They have fooled us, and they are still fooling us. Because we, Ndi Igbo and Biafrans, we do not value our own things. We don't value our own things. We always fall in love with those who tell us lies. We always fall in love with those who oppress us. You fall in love with those who oppress you. And that is the reason why, if you are spoken to in a very good tone, with a very good voice, you will never take it seriously. The only language you understand is that when you are actually insulted, when you are actually told that you are nothing, those are the type of language you understand. And those are the type of character that you follow. Those who undermine you, you go and align yourself with them, just like Afonja did, because he believes he's aligning himself with the people who are actually, superior. I will align myself with them so that I will become a big boy in my community, just like all these people are doing. All these people who call themselves billionaires, just like they are doing. I will align myself with those who are destroying us, so that me and them will be friends. They will not destroy me, but even if I can help them to destroy the others. Selfishness, we cannot condone it in our land. Selfishness. Those are the things we need to start doing. But Sunday Uboho was released, knowing that the plan is to use him to keep it easy. And Tinubu is aware of that, I believe. To use him as a decoy, let's just keep him busy so that I will get my mandate, because it is my turn. If we don't do this thing, maybe this Biafrans will now try to now cause chaos, or say that they declare Biafra. Let us take this one so that the world will know that we are doing it. Everything is happening equally, and we are there clapping. When Sunday Igboho, who was under house arrest, made broadcast with Simon Ekpa, whom they know that he is not any, part of the struggle led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He is not a member of it, but he declared himself as the field marshal. Now you ask yourself, Sunday Igboho had a broadcast with him, even while they say he's on house arrest, on having broadcast, because the problem is that they are having broadcast. That was the reason why they were arrested. They were having broadcast. So he had that same broadcast under house arrest. And at the end of the day, this man is free today because the turn don't finish now. It is my turn. They don't confirm. They don't carry the mandate to give the man who is actually the one masterminding all this orchestra. He was the man who was actually plotting and masterminding all these plans to make sure after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, next one is now, let's take Igboho, let's just kill his cat. Let's just kill, maybe even if we kill one security or one anybody, it doesn't matter. You pay a sacrifice, because these people understand that you must pay a sacrifice in order to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So they did it. After then they don't bring him back home, because they know if they leave him, if he stayed in Nigeria, people will be asking why is he released, but they put him there, they left him there. They claim he was there. They claim he was there. The only thing we saw is that after a Milocon turn don't enter his hand, then Sunday Boho come out and start addressing us, and they have allowed him to go to Germany to meet with his family. Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? These people are fooling us. And I am not trying to be prejudiced against Sunday Boho, but I am trying to actually make you know, or make everybody to understand the game they played with him. The game they played with him, because he is never the target. He has never been a target. The target has been Mazen Namdekan, but they have to play that, they have to play that game just for Ndibo to cool down so that this power go enter the hand of Tinubu. That's the only thing they wanted, and they achieved it. Do you know the reason why they achieved it? They were able to achieve it. They were able to achieve it because we are so emotional. They were able to achieve it because somebody like the Ekperima, they set up to redirect the narrative. They were able to achieve it. That is one of their primary aim, their primary plan, that they were able to achieve it. Because we were supposed to be following these people close, bumper to bumper, mounting satellite everywhere, to make sure we get those secrets that they are hiding. So now it is Tinubu has entered power. His brother has been released since, because he is the one who is masterminding all the plans. He has entered power. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu a na-atụzi ajọ njoroko, esi ebe a tụrụ ya ebe, esi ebe a tụji ebe a. Ọkwa Igbo elders are dying now. Ọkwa Igbo elders are dying. Is Okwadike not dead? Okwadike agbadawago. According to the news that I saw. Now, they are now dying slowly. On the kwesịrị those who supposed to come up and speak for their own people, because the people that the Yoruba people, they are actually, protecting their own interest, and for it not to be like we are not protecting our own interest, we allowed Obi to go and try, and everybody, rallied about him. We didn't stop it because we know they will use it against us. All these things we have done, shown you that you can never be included. You can never be included. A slave can never rule over a master. That is the reason why Iganamba Mbiso wife na onye ojii agaghị achị ebe ahụ, onye ojii achịbekwana. Amụbere onye ojii ahụ, nke dịkwa nke onye ojii chịrị achị, ifu ka o si chịa, onye na-achị a na-achị gị. So onye nwa ka ị ga-eji malụ dat nna otu ị nọ na ị gaghị achịnwu Naijiria. As long as n'iwe onye Igbo, ị gaghị achịnwu Naijiria. Odoro possible. Forget ebe ha na-asụ na otu ọnụnwụ nna ha eche no next 4 years ka anyị try kwa ọzọ, kama eweli enye onye mba mmiri, a na-achịkwa ya nwa from behind, from periphery, kama a ga-enye gị ya maka na the worst thing a ga-eji, the reason why a ga-eji nwere ike iweli onye mba mmiri, amakwana ha chọrọ inye ya, mana ka o wee na-create kwuo ilo na asị among brothers. O ifefa ga-eji na-emuzu, ifefa ji ezuzu ife ahụ fa na-ezuzu. Mana it is time now for us to focus and understand the game they have played on us, and we have responded to them accordingly by making sure we have eliminated every decoy established against us, making sure we have distanced ourselves from the activities of this violent decoy. Now we have to change the strategy. We have to focus. Anybody who wants to make himself available to fall into the trap of this agent provocateur, let them do so at their own peril. If if Nigeria believe that what he is doing is out of order, let them go and do what they need to do they always make noise. Now it is time for us to focus by invoking the spirit of Ohamadike, by making sure that we destroy Nigeria with the truth. And that truth will now enable us to chase everything and all these people who are coming to kill our people, kidnap them in the checkpoint, in the name of checkpoint. We remove them from our land. Anybody who come to our land and take any life, that person will never leave our land. It will never leave our land in one piece. So that everything that they are doing against our people, we will do it back to back. Because our people deserve better. Our people deserves better. Let's say that our people are actually being, the reason why they are being over policed in Biafra land, it is because they are disobedient to the law. Let's assume that. So what about in Lagos? Why are their houses being demolished? Why are they being ostracized from their marketplace, from their means of livelihood? Why? Is it also being disobedient to the law? Because the land that they built, you sold it to them. You sold it to them. Not if you didn't just sell it, you exploited them and giving them that land because you sold it billions of naira in the name that you are selling a land in Lagos. After selling it to them, they spend billions of naira building the house, furnishing it. You wait for them to move in, only to come back and tell them now, no, that place where I sell to you yesterday, you can no longer stay here. We are demolishing it with no compensation, nothing. And you will tell me that we are disobedient to the law. Is that why you are dealing with us back home, dealing with us in your land, dealing with us everywhere? Selecting few individuals who are lovers of money. And if you understand what the scripture says about the love of money is the root of all evil, because of the way they love money, they are being used. When you see them with these people, you will assume that nothing is no problem. That's what they do, because these people are actually becoming an impediment to the, between us and the messages we are sending out there to the international community, because we will see them. Igbos are being treated badly, their houses are being demolished. You will find one so-called billionaire will go and take picture it with the man whom we are actually telling the world that they are ill-treating us, they are destroying our land. They will start taking picture on them and sending it go to the social media. It goes viral. Then maybe United, one of the person, somebody from British, who are actually well aware, conservatives who knows how the colonial, establishment is being run, and they will say, no, is it not these people who are claiming they are being destroyed? Is it not the same people who are taking pictures and dining? There is nothing happening here. These people are pushers of propaganda. That's exactly what they are using these people to do. That is the reason why it must be stopped. It must be stopped. If you are found with the enemy of the people, you are the enemy of the people. It must be stopped. Ịma na asị na ọkụ daa ebubere ntụ ọ dịka ọnyụrụ anyụ. Ọ ifefa chọ ka anyị welu nwoke manụnwa ha bịa ha direct our attention. Anyị wee na-adazi ọ dịzị aka anyị adala ibubere ntụ. No. No. We are going to be peaceful. We are going to be peaceful, but we have rules. We have rules. We are not violent people. We can never be. We can never behave like Nigeria military. We can never behave like Nigeria police. We can never behave like Nigeria government against us. We can never behave like them. But we have rules. If the military attack our land, we will protect our land. If the checkpoint is at, extorting from our people, we will put a stop to it. If this, all this, anybody who is joining and aligning with the people who are killing us, they become the enemy of the people. That is the way it is. Because it is all about nke mụ na-azụ n'afịa, nke mụ na-azụ n'afịa, nke mụ na-azụ n'afịa. Ọ ife a na-alụzi na Nigeria now. Nke mụ na-azụ n'afịa. So ka nke anyị zụtụ n'afịa na. Maka anyị gbachi nkịtị ndị a megide ihe anụnwa ha na-eme. Maka na ịmakwa na agụụ dị. Agụụ is an institution. Poverty is an institution where they actually get their sabo. That is poverty. It is poverty. So they have now made it difficult for you to succeed in Biafra land. Therefore, anytime you see any promise, you will be tempted, you will never want to turn it down because they have impoverished you. You have no choice. That is only where you will hear opportunity come but once. But if you go to Europe and America, they will tell you that if you fall, you rise up. If you fall, you rise up. If you fall, you rise up. Don't remain where you fell. Opportunity does not come but once. Only in Biafra land. And onye nwa ka iji eme ebe ọbụla anyị fụrụ ọsị gị grabụkwa nke nna ime akwa mbọsị ọ ga-abịa n'ọkwa nke onye likovu. Opportunity does not come but once. If it is if you are ordained, Chukwu enyego gị the brain ka i were kpụpụta brain, configure one or two things that will give you the opportunity again. But they tell you come but once. MC Olomo kwatuchu na ụmụnna anyị na Lagos, mebicha afịa ụmụnna anyị na Lagos. Somebody asị gị na o ji wụrụ billionaire na Biafra land. Ya na eje na-aṅụ mmiri. Ya na eje na-akpali na-atọli na-ese picture. Ewepụtala anyị ka anyị kụwara ha aka. No, Umefa need to stop. All those rubbish need to stop. Should be part of our rules. Part of our rules. The empowerment program, we empower our people, make sure that they are not, they are not exploited by any force in Nigeria. We empower them. Just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that we need to start empowering our people instead of impoverishing them, just like the agent provocateur was doing. We empower them. How do we empower our people? Making sure that all these police that will be at checkpoints just to shoot you because you did not pay this thing. If they continue to mount checkpoint all over the place, we will start removing them. If you see any checkpoint there, if there is a brick there, or block or a branch of tree, you remove it. You take those branch of tree, you throw them away. If it's a bag of cement, or this sand pit or whatever, you remove them so that there will be flow of traffic freely, so that our people will have free movement. Instead of causing traffic from point A to point B before you arrive, you will be discouraged ever going around to go to that shop again. You will be discouraged. All these things are plans to make sure they destabilize the movement of our people. We need to put a stop to it. What is happening in the Middle East today? What is happening there? It is retaliation. Retaliation. So they've been killing us. They've been extorting from us. So sometimes retaliation, America supports retaliation. Sometimes they support it because Israel is retaliating. After the Hamas attack on them, they are retaliating. So if Nigeria military go to destroy our houses, our people, kill our people, they shouldn't be let scot free. We should take them to go and judge them. Even whether it is in Nigeria law court or wherever, they must be judged. They cannot come into our land and be destroying things and killing people because they believe they are trigger happy. A lot of things that you see happening around the world is actually, kind of a lesson, especially what is happening in the Middle East. It is a kind of a lesson. If we look around us, people in the US parliament is speaking. People across the world is speaking. They call it humanity. They called it humanity. This is no longer 1967, where they will just give you flawless victory. This is no longer 1967. We have media, we expose them. Because when we expose them in the media, the whole world will be bearing us witness. That's what we need to start doing. No time to waste time anymore. Sunday Igboho was never, I believe, in my own understanding, he was never in any custody. In my own understanding, he was never in any custody. It was well orchestrated plan, which I believe even Obasanjo that is following Peter Obi behind, he knows about them. He knows about all these things that is taking place today. But many times, sometimes they might bring someone closer. You think they are actually working for you. You would not know that these people, they are the people who are just there to confuse you. They are confusing you. The way you see Ekperima now, the way he did his things. They are working for you. They are, doing on behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Obasanjo backing up Peter Obi. All these shenanigans. All these shenanigans. We have grown past those levels. These people will never change. These people will never change. The only thing they will continue to do is bring up another strategy to destroy you. So that is the reason why the one they have brought up, it is time now we have actually exposed every of their atrocities. It is now time to now stay focused. Time to stay focused. It is time for you to know if you if you are not paying your monthly dues, you start paying it. If you are not supporting the Eastern Security Network, you start supporting them because our bushes need to be protected. Because if you know the reason why they are holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you don't know what their plan is next. So our Eastern Security Network must be empowered so that they will make sure our bush stays tight, while those in the media will make sure we expose every atrocities of Nigeria against us. You can take a horse to the water, to the stream, but you will never force the horse to drink water. You can beat somebody up and you will never stop them from crying. That is the way it is. It is time to change the strategy and stop being distracted. We should stop being distracted. It is time to stop being distracted. The whole world knows. The whole world knows our story. And ịnekwana anya na mba ọwụwa anyanwụ etiti agad maka na sometimes I feel like ịnekwa anya na mba ọwụwa anyanwụ etiti, you will understand that na ọ bụrụ na ndị a akpọrọ ndị oshi, ọ bụrụ na ndị a akpọrọ terrorist a na-akpọ Hamas, ọ bụrụ na ha ejero m ifefame ha, ụwa niile amankwụ ndị Palestine n'azụ today. Mana ha mekwa ifefame o, ụwa niile kwụzi ndị nke ọzọ n'azụ, including you, ndị United Nations. Fapụzi ndị nke ọzọ n'azụ. Akwa ndị ahụ akpọkwa ndị na-agba egbe nọ n'ime ọfịa, ọkwa ha nwa ka ndị otu ụmụnne ha ka akwụ n'azụ na ụmụnne fa ka akwụ n'azụ. So ndị jichi ọrụ awụ America na Britain, ọ ha nwa jide ọrụ jidesie ya ike. O wepụ ya na ndị anụnwa na-etu ụmụ ndị a ife ha ekwesịghị, ha akarịghị imego ha one or two things, but because na akwụfa n'azụ, ndị ji isi ụwa kwụfa n'azụ. Mana ụwa niile ma ife na-eme now. Enwego a lot of people caught to ties. Many people caught to ties with Israel because of this that is going on. Ụwa niile anụgo maka Palestine and their self-determination. Do you understand what I said? The whole world now knows about Palestine and their self-determination. That's it. And if you check this thing, at the end of the day, it will now end up in round table for them to discuss how they will go about it so that they will achieve what they are looking for. That's where it is going to end. Now, it is time for Nigeria to know and understand that this is no longer 1967. They have held Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have insulted Nigeria. They have insulted the integrity of Biafrans. They have told Biafrans that you are nothing, you cannot do anything. That's exactly what Nigeria government have done to Biafrans. Because they know that those who you call your representative in the upper echelons, they are not there to represent you. They are in the palms and the pockets of these people who are on top. They are not there to speak on your behalf, because there is no ethnic group in any country that will rise up to speak and say that there is marginalization here that will not be listened to. It is only Biafrans. It is only Biafrans. And that's why, because they know they will always find idiots in our midst. They will use that idiot. So that is the reason why things has to change. Things have to change. They cannot eat their cake and still have them. It is time to do things differently. It is time to take our struggle to the next level. That is the reason why, if you are being confused, deceived all this while, it is now high time for you to know that you need to pay your dues. You need to pay your sacrifice. You need to focus. We have, seen in the last 2 years, many of you where you've been paying your dues. What have they given to you? So you need to judge. You need to judge yourself. You need to actually do introspection. All these places, I've been paying my dues. I've been putting my effort. I've been, keeping my loyalty. What have they done on behalf of the struggle? After all the promises been made, you need to choose, for yourself what you are going to be, whom you are going to follow. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or any other party or person. This is no longer the time of let's wait for law court. Law court is not deciding anything. You have waited for them. You have waited for them. They have shown us their true colors, showing us that everything happening against Ndibo is well orchestrated plan. It is just waiting for this time around to happen. And they are deliberately doing it. And they will never stop until Ndibo rise up in one voice and say enough is enough. Because Ndibo and the Biafrans in general are in this mess together. Because if there is a seaport in Iguacha, I don't think our people will go to Lagos and be building all this mansion, buying lands. Lands in Iguacha might be costing maybe 500 million now. But there is no seaport in Iguacha. So all this land selling and all this investment and development, who's just supposed to be in Biafra land, they are in Lagos. And after you do it, they say chase you back. It is deliberate approach to make sure they render every effort are making to develop themselves. And while we, the worst part of you develop themselves whilst waiting to bring back home, you destroy it, you destabilize it, it end up there where it is, where it started. We can never get it. It is time to support the struggle with everything you have. It is time for you to support the struggle with everything you have. Because the time has changed. The time has changed. All you elders, you need to start speaking up the truth. Whether you speak the truth, one day, igwe niile ejege n'ụzụ. But if you speak the truth before you get n'ụzụ, it will enable you to transition to glory. So, if the news we heard about Okwadike is the truth, he is gone. If he had spoken the truth, it was gonna be better and be written in his name. That at some point he spoke out. But all the same, may his soul rest in peace. It is important for us to know that we need to support this struggle led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We need to support it with everything we have. Let us leave all this confusion everywhere. Let us leave them behind. If you have any complaint, keep it until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu return. You give it to him. Let us support what he has. Because myself, I have complaint. I have my own complaint that I am keeping it whilst making sure that his legacy is not going to, go down the drain. His legacy is going to continue to guide the land of Biafra as it has been over these years. That's why you must bring your support into the struggle, both financially, both otherwise. Let us move on. Let us change the trajectory of this movement. Let us make sure that we get our voice to be heard. Because if you keep quiet, they will continue to deal with you. So it is high time now. We don't keep quiet no more. It is time for us to make a move differently. It is time for us to move differently. We can never be deceived again with whatever they have established to deceive us or to direct the narrative. So, great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. Biafra struggle is here to stay. It is time for us, and we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. Whether they take the case of Mazen Namdekanu back to Bintanyaku, it doesn't matter. The issue of jurisdiction nullified every case against Mazen Namdekanu, but Nigeria government decided to, undermine the rule of law, undermine the international treaty. Now, if they tell you, because I saw in the clause of the judgment that the appeal court of Tinubu actually delivered, I saw in their judgment where they said that the issue of jurisdiction, what, and the lawyers could establish a court proceeding about it. I saw where they talk about it. If I saw correctly, it is another means of delay strategy, delaying you. Postponement upon postponement. That's exactly the reason why they placed that clause there. The same court is going to judge it. If the court of appeal, the apex court of the land, understood that there is something about the rendition, extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that he has actually a case there, they're supposed to rule on that basis. You cannot defy the law to protect the law. You can never define the law in the quest to claim you are protecting the law. Once you defy the law, you are not protecting the law. You are overriding or maneuvering the law. So everything that you saw there, it is actually, all these things are fraudulent judgment given by the Court of Appeal to make sure they place us in the state of confusion. They place the drive of this agitation in a limbo so that people, as you know, Lilanya Tawaka, as in Tawaka, Lilanya Dawamba. That is exactly what they are trying to do to us. We have seen the law, the judgment of appeal court, top notch. Now the judgment of Supreme Court is the report given by the government of the Fulani and the government of Tinubu of the day. Because it is a revenge. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is nothing but in arbitrary detention. Tinubu is trying to use to make sure Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains there while they are busy using him to destroy Igbo people. The people be Biafran people. That's it. It is the mandate given to him. It is how he is pleasing his masters from the other big world. That's how he pleases masters, because they believe we are the people who are who might, who does not bow down to them, to their policy or oligarch policy, who don't recognize them. But we continue to deal with this peripheral issue, which is those who lead your leaders. So the Supreme Court undermined its integrity. Supreme Court of Nigeria undermined its integrity. So it is now presumed or assumed that Supreme Court of Nigeria does not have integrity. That is the reason why they do not understand the issue of jurisdiction. When it comes to the issue of jurisdiction, court does not have right, because it is jurisdiction. You cannot break the law to establish a law. It is not done. You cannot break a law to establish a law. Tell me anywhere in the world where it is done. Breaking a law is criminal. Whether you are using it to establish a law, it does not matter, but you must be dealt with. So if Supreme Court saw that clause, issue of jurisdiction, that's supposed to be a case filed against the government that overruled the judgment given by set aside the judgment given by the Supreme Court, which the issue of jurisdiction becomes crucial. Now, the Supreme Court decided to, introduce a new delay strategy. We are going to now go to start make a case against Nigeria government. Case of Nigeria government, whether it takes 2 years, 3 years, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains where he is while we are busy fighting, their decoy. No, they shouldn't think we are stupid. We are not stupid, Tinubu and the friends. We are not stupid. Tinubu and his friends. And we are not stupid, Iwanyanwu and Dondo Hanez and Igbo. We are not stupid, Igbo governors and all these people who claim they are representing us. We are not stupid because you people does not have anything what it takes to represent us. You don't have what it takes to represent us. That's what it takes. Who is Oba Ihaka? Also, no, shut up, boy. Awesome, shut up, boy. Oba Ihaka. Okay. Come and shut me up, boy. Man. Man, come and shut this boy up. One thing you should understand is that once we are able to move on from this decoy and stop remembering them, they will diminish. They will disappear into thin air. We focus. We focus. Let them continue to do the activities that they are sent to do. But if they come in our path to, against our people, we deal with them. But at the end of the day, let them continue to kill the police, kill the army that they are killing, or so that they will provoke them to come and destroy our land. So what we need to do now is start protecting our land from those that they are calling into to destroy our land. We protect our land from them. That's what we need to start doing, because we have created that awareness. We have created it. We cannot continue to let our people crying in Biafra land, our people crying in Lagos, our people crying everywhere. We can no longer allow it. We can no longer allow it. It is not proper. Otherwise, what we are doing in the media is just come here to waste our times. No, we can't. So if they set up that decoy that he need to go and kill soldiers, he need to go and kill police, he need to go and do one or two so that they will invade our land, let him continue to do so. Let him continue to do so. We don't have problem. We continue to defend our land with everything we have. We defend our land from anybody, any force who is coming to destroy it in the name of coming for revenge. We protect our land. As in the Maga na Kulum Maga. So that let us be, let us be more focused. It is what is going to stop all this rubbish that these people are actually doing against us. It is what is going to stop it. We need to move on. We need to make a move. Because we have done the awareness. We have distanced where we're supposed to distance. We have now shown everything we have to show as an evidence. So now Tinubu is a new administration that is being used because he believed that keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu there, no one will be there to expose his criminal activities. IPOB need to now reconnect with everything that they have in order to start the exposition. Through the exposition, we protect our land. Through the exposition, we protect our land. Because while they keep delaying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because what scares them about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is nothing else. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is able to stand on the radio and expose every criminal activities of Nigeria government. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is able to stand on the radio and create security to protect our land. That's what scares them. And when they believe they are not seeing those things, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu exposing them, it is actually making them to feel very comfortable. That is the reason why they have no choice than to continue to keep him, because probably they have established something that will continue to, to make us to lose focus. That is mathematics that we must solve. Until we solve it, they will continue to play this game. So it is time. Sunday Boho, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, Sunday Boho is also a criminal. So why is one criminal is released and the other is left behind, even though they committed the same crime, according to the Nigeria system, which criminalize self-determination and movement of the people? So why is Sunday Boho released? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not released. That is to show the level of hatred, the level of undermining, the level of exclusion, the level of marginalization, the level of insult, the level of undermining the integrity of Biafra. The war never ended since 1967. It is just being fought on one side. But it is time for us to know that it has never ended. And we need to give us a different approach. We need to have a multidimensional approach in this precarious time that we have found ourselves into, in order to solve this conundrum. Otherwise, it is continuing to haunt us. It will continue to haunt us. And what it is going to do, it is still going to make many of us lose our appetite, make many of us lose our focus. Not people like me, but the reason why I place it many of us, it is for you to understand the importance of what I am talking about. Let us make a move. Let us make a hair before the sun shine. A stitch now can still be a stitch in time. I am talking to Biafrans in general. If you are there, na gbasara gị, ọ ga-agbasara gị very soon. Ọkwa obere oge ile anyị gbapụ obodo oyibo, iche na obodo oyibo dị izi. Ọ ịga di a ịtawa afụfụ, ịtacha afụ, one day na-achọzi ụzọ na ịma mfụ. O nwere ndị n'obodo oyibo na-achọ ụzọ ụna ha afụrọ. So it is time for us to come together and do the needful. The world is watching, and they will continue to laugh at us if we don't change our strategy. Believe you me, if you understand how the world is run, they will continue to laugh at us if we continue to just wait. If we are waiting for Iwanyanwu and all these governors and Igbo social cultural groups to come and speak on our behalf. Oh no. When they come and deceive you, you will go back to your room. Iwanyanwu spoke about Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow they will say another one. This person spoke about Nnamdi. It is now up for you to ignore all those their speeches and support the struggle. Don't have hope where there is no hope. Do not have hope where there is no hope. A sị nwe evu na-akọ ka eke ife ga-esi mee owe mụrụ aka, ọ sị gị na o mee na sign owe mụrụ aka, o mego gị na sign mee gị fesi ka apịa gị fesi, enye gị days a ga-eji nye gị Biafra, enye ekwe gị, but it is still there. They are destroying you because it is confusion, division, and all that. On our Nigeria, they are where we have kept them. The brain of Britain, and now Britain will now be thinking, oh, we did it. That I told you, just do it this way. you will destroy these people. They will never, they will just, as long as there is someone who will be, you know, who will be there sucking their energy, do it. Let them be fighting, that person sucking their energy. Let them be fighting while that one is making us to deal with you. And at the end of the day, we told you that this thing is going to work, and it is working. Why would you release somebody who is going to, you know, why would they release somebody who is going to, come and expose them, their activities? So they would not release Mazen Namdekan to come and expose their activities, even though we know with everything we have seen within the law that Mazen Namdekan is not supposed to be in any confinement today, supposed to be at home, supposed to be a free man, because Genève's Convention understands the right to self-determination. United Universal Declaration, or understand, or Universal Declaration of Human Rights, understood, or it is actually written, the right to self-determination is protected. So, what is it that we are doing? And self-determination, for you to get your, once you've delivered your message peacefully, for you to now test whether the message is received, it's for us to make sure we start putting up, setting up an idea that will make sure we secure our people from any harm, from any economic exploitation. We secure our people because we have shown the world that the people who are supposed to do it are not doing it. So it is now going to be a community program, a community program, communion, so that we will, we will apprehend anybody. Community, we will do community arrest on anybody who is trespassing. Then we will call the police to come and take them. So that's the way we do it. So that is exactly what we have to now employ. A different strategy. We have defeated the previous plans of the enemy. We need to now focus to defeat the enemy themselves. This is where I am going to leave it. If you come in, share the video, like the video before you share it, so that it will get to the hearing of those that matters, of those that we are sending the message to the hearing of those that need the message, because we are not backing down. The energy is like we've just begun. The energy is like we're just beginning. Because the plan is to make you to exhaust your energy. For you to think, it's not coming. Now we're wasting our time. Oh no, this and that. Tell them it feels like we are just beginning. Until we meet again. Stay safe. Stay focused. Go back and support the movement. Ohaneze will not save you. Your governor will not save you. Buying you visa to Canada or to anywhere will not save you. Because when you go there, you will understand that na kacha mujidia. I don't blame you. You want to go to abroad. You want to go to abroad. I don't blame you because it is a situation of the country. But mgbe ị bara abroad, ịghọta ka abroad dị, o nwere ike ịtọkilizi adị ị na-achọzi ụzọ ị ga-eji nata ịma mfụzi. That is the way it is. But atụọla ọmala ọmalụ, atụọla ofeke ofenye isi n'ọfịa. Until we meet again, are you watching on YouTube? Click the like button for the algorithm to do more of the sharing. If you are watching on Facebook, share the video, Like the video before you share it so that the sharing will make sense. If you are watching on Twitter, click the like button, share the video. Ama m na ndị na-watch karị na Twitter wụ ndị PDP, ndị mpianya. Ọ ndị mpianya kacha watch na Twitter. Ya na ndị anyị na-agwakwa okwu, ndị anyị na-esendịrị message. Often na watch karị na Twitter. But anywhere you are watching, share the message. Don't forget, stay focused. The struggle is here to stay. We are not going back. Shalom.